So I'm driving along on my way to meet my honey bunny wife, and I'm thinking, I made a mistake. I deleted Disposable Gorillas video from my channel over where I put that thing defending vertical cadence. And I thought, man, did I screw up, because you fell right into a trap that I never even made, never intentionally made. I didn't expect you to come and try to attack using a video-to-video exchange or a video. And well, I don't want to give away the thing. I started watching this video, and of course you're just using it as an opportunity, and I give you credit for that. Okay? You're using an opportunity to attack and all your little sycophants, including that space frog who's a skeptic. He practically licked your balls in the thing, you know, but that's for another time. He'll be next on the list after you. Okay? But you said I was backpedaling about the mental illness thing. Gee, tons of people tell me I should change my mind. Then I say, well, maybe I shouldn't have said the way I said it. And now I'm backpedaling. So I would have lost either fucking way, wouldn't I? It's called dishonesty on your part, okay? Maybe I'll go back to saying you're all batshit fucking crazy. You may not be, but you're all batshit fucking liars. You complain, you put on the victim card. He says we're all the same. Well, you know, maybe you're not in the beginning, but you pretty much start resembling each other at the end. And I've found this to be no matter whom I've engaged with, whether it's a clueless moron like you or somebody that has a little bit of academic background. It all winds up the same way. I just had an exchange with somebody, presuppositionalist. Used nice English, real polite for a while, and at the end he basically said, I hope you're not the defender of atheism because you suck. I mean, you're all the same. Now, of course, we could say, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I got this persecution complex like the Christians have. Everybody's coming after me. No, it's called empirical observation, okay? You said we label you all together. Well, it's not just me that does it, okay? Did you ever hear of Dawkins? He says you're all deluded. All of you, without exception. Christopher Hitchens, remember him? He believed all of you should be treated with contempt. Anyone that has any kind of God belief, okay? Harris, yeah, and plus many of my colleagues, okay, what I call the real atheist, capital A. I'm sorry that you resorted to such lying in here, but I want to go backtrack before I get to the trap, okay? And yeah, I got the contradictions up here, and that's part of the trap. When I did that video this morning, I had no intentions of actually producing that. I had every intention of getting together the part 2 of the Miano fiasco. He's one of your fellow hoodlums who loves Jesus but got arrested in England. But 3 or 4 people contacted me privately about vertical cadence being ripped to pieces, torn to pieces, after going on to debate the Science Book Room. This is very important. This is relevant to the real persona, me. Now, I would have been totally justified if I would have said, when I saw that about him, vertical, saying, yeah, it's great. Because if you remember correctly, or some of you hope, vertical cadence was one of the ones that came after me about the mental illness thing. He had every right to do so. As I said in your comment section, even Gluteus Maximus, whatever his name is now, disagreed with me. He's still my dear friend and partner. A lot of people disagreed with me, but they did so in a manner of, like adults. Well, yeah, I don't agree with everything he says, but I even had someone write to me privately. He said, maybe you could have said it differently. I know what you mean. Well, but there were other people who did character assassination, like Space Frog, okay? Vertical Cadence did, okay? But he really pissed me off, Vertical Cadence, because he came in the middle of something where I was drawing a parallel between two bipolar people and certain actions they did. And the last thing he did, he said, if I can quote him, he said, now that's a false equivalency, Raul, and you know it. I jumped right back and I said, I reminded him of the debate he was going to be entering where he's going against a presuppositionalist. And his comment about me knowing it is presuppositionalism. He might be careful in the future. I wanted to explain privately. He really pissed me off because he's jumping in the middle of something, and I had no intention of engaging him or anybody else except the batshit crazy Christians like you, okay? But what happened? Even though I disagreed with him and I really was pissed at what he did, I was out there this morning defending him, looking out for him. I'm still going to do it. I'm sad. I'm sorry that he's gone. He's a bit naive, though. He went on that show and was expecting something, and, well, he got what I thought he was going to get. No, that's bad. Live Life 8072 is another one. I think he's full of shit, Live Life 8072. I don't like his show. I went on there, I'm not on his show, but I went into the comments box there. I joined, hooked up and on. And it's kind of like what XXXIL something said. I correctly, I engaged in a real good debate, by the way. You might want to watch those videos. And she called it the Friday Night Losers Night. And she was right. That's exactly what I think about it. Okay, but Live Life, he put out the original mental disorder thing, and he completely caved to the pressure, and he took him down. Now, I voiced my concern to my colleagues privately about him, because we don't air our laundry in front of you assholes, because you do what you're doing right now. I was terribly disappointed he did that. I was defending his right to free speech. I was pissed off that he did it because, A, he said he was wrong, when in fact he wasn't really wrong. He wrong maybe calling it a mental disorder. Okay, we'll not call it that. We'll call it a delusion or a virus, or as someone suggested, the Christians, all of you, are in basically a sociopathic blood cult, which I'll define maybe sometime later. But what happened? Even though I don't particularly care for his tactics, another thing was where his show is like, it seems to be him like talking about himself. And one show he said something about he had a rough day, because he was doing this, he was doing that, he happened to fire 2 people. He did just, I'm saying, fire 2 people, he's talking like it's like getting rid of some insects. I didn't like that because of my background. A lot of people know. But then I come to the thing and defend him? I think I did. Because it's right to free speech. The same Live Life 82 then put his foot in his fucking mouth again when he did that thing, that video where basically the girl was in a bar and she was basically asking for it when a guy made advances towards her. When he said that and someone played the video, I just rolled my eyes up and I said, oh, man, I was so embarrassed as a man. I was tempted to cut off my balls and start wearing a dress, pretend I wasn't one because of that stupid fucking mistake. I mean, someone else commented about it, somebody from your side, someone whom I have a self-imposed restraining order against myself for mentioning his name. He and I have a truce going, and by the way, the truce seems to be holding up better than the North Korea-South Korea truce, okay? I went on his channel, because he, of course, took advantage of the opportunity to go after Live Life. And some of my colleagues were attacking him, and I actually commended him under the comments about it. Okay? Not only that, but getting back to this vertical cadence thing, I even complimented the same person because this person who hosted the debate between vertical cadence and side 10 Brugengate, this person interrogated the nihilistic person who was there before vertical cadence, and he spent 7 minutes and he grilled that guy, and he, in my mind, did one hell of a job. I voiced it on his comments. I said that they did not need side 10 Brugengate because this gentleman pretty much picked the nihilist apart. He was very effective. Once again, the real atheist out there didn't say anything about it, nor did anybody write to me privately about it. I think one person said, I see your point about it, he was pretty effective. In fact, 1 or 2 people said that. Real atheist, okay? The point of all this is, you can disagree with me, I don't give a crap. These people I disagree with, every one of them, talked to them and defended some of them on it, okay? In fact, if I was really that way where I get ticked off at people disagreeing with me, I don't think I'd be married to the lady I'm married to right now. She agrees with me every day. In fact, when I told her I was going to do this response to these, she said, why are you doing that? Why are you wasting your time? Once again, we got into a discussion on why I should talk to you video to video. Okay? So I'm quite capable of dealing with people. But when I spot stuff, when I see little attacks and little snide things, and little what I call terriers nipping at my heels, then, and it's not just now as an atheist. I saw this before when I was a theist with some of us that were very aggressive apologists. There were some other Christians out there that they wanted us to play nice with the atheists. It's like we're all going to join hands together and sing and all. And that's all bullshit. You're an enemy. You really are. An enemy in words, okay? However, I said about falling into the trap. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. Something else you said, I don't know if you said in this video, you said in other videos about me being afraid of losing subs and me being afraid of you getting subs and whatever. You may not have said it here, but I just want to show you how I really don't care about subs. This is a direct order to everyone, particularly atheists, that have subscribed to my channel. You are ordered to unsub me and sub this disposable gorilla. And I'm going to show his site, his channel, where you can sub. I order you to do it, because if you do it, I'll have a little more time in on my hands, and I have to respond to a lot of people that write to me. Okay, so how's that? I'm asking them, I'm ordering them to unsub my channel and sub yours. Okay, now to the trap that you fell in, that you dug. You said that I refused to do video to video. I think that's a lie, because I don't remember you agreeing to that. You kept saying, I kept demanding a video of it, like we're doing right now. But you kept saying, asking me to come on your show, and hopefully you see now why I would never go on any of your people's shows. Can anyone say vertical cadence? Video to video. I thought you said that you didn't want to do it because of comments get lost sometimes. But all of a sudden you're doing it now. So because of that, I issue the same challenge again. You've got 3 contradictions here. I've left them up for you to look at. I remember you talking to that pretend atheist who calls himself a radical atheist, and saying that you could easily answer those because we've misinterpreted them and all. Well, do so here. And to show you I'm not as big a prick as some of you think I am, or unsettled, or irrational, or crazy. Let's see. The rest of them. If you responded to those, and then you got all these to go on. By the time I got done with you with these contradictions, I would have gotten you probably to say, well, screw the Bible. I don't believe in the Bible. Right? We're scrolling down, and I got 31 pages of stuff, by the way, about Bible and all. But after you get done all these contradictions here, and see, I'm giving away the thing. It's changing the mind contradiction. That was a really important one about your God that changes his mind all the time and all. That's why it's in bold print. And then we get into the scientific stuff. That was going. If you were still stupid enough to keep defending the Bible, right? Yeah, we got all this and so on and so on. Okay, I don't want to belabor the point, but those 3, deal with them. If you admit that the Bible's full of holes or there's problems with it, you could probably say what my wife said to me at lunchtime. She plays devil's advocate all the time. She said, "Well, you got to admit, honey, that the book of Proverbs has some things in there that are useful." And I responded back to her. I said, well, so do Aesop's fables, which, by the way, are very similar to the book of Proverbs. For the first time in her life, she shut up. So I want you to talk about these contradictions, since you graciously made a video, okay? That's the throwdown right there, those 3. Address them. And then we'll go on from there to wherever, okay? I've got a lot of surprises in store. Okay?